Okay, so here are some extra problems to work through for section 9.1 in pre-algebra. The directions for 14 and 16 are just simply to write this with exponents. So for 14, we've got negative 8. That's our base because that's what's being repeated. And it's repeating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's just negative 8 to the sixth. But we have to put the parentheses around it because of the fact that there are parentheses around here to begin with. 16, same thing. Negative 1/5 is the base, and it's got parentheses around it, so keep it here. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 of them. All right. Number 36 then, evaluate these. Doing this evaluations. This is a little more work here. So we have to go through and say, okay, what do I have to evaluate for? Well, it's 5 times the quantity, x cubed plus 6. Well, x is the variable. That's this guy. So what that means is 5 times parentheses. Now here's something else I've been doing all year, and I've said this is later on we get to y. Here's why. When I replace x with negative 2, I have to put that in parentheses as well. And then plus 6, and that's what we're going to evaluate. Now, the first thing I do by order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally or Sue or whatever it is parentheses. Well, I have to work inside these parentheses. Well, before I can do anything with the addition, I have to do the exponents. So I have to do negative 2 cubed. And here's why we need the parentheses. I need to know this means negative 2 3 times. So negative times negative cancels off. Positive is the last negative is left over, so it stays negative. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So negative 8. So this is 5 times negative 8 plus 6. Okay. By order of operations, do this next. Negative 8 plus 6. 5 times negative 2. Negative 10. Okay. Right then, number 40. Number 40. Same idea. Evaluate this guy. It's a fraction with an exponent, and it's got a negative, but it has a parentheses around it, so that means this. And then the two negatives cancel, leaving one left over, so I know this is a negative value. And then to multiply a fraction, you just multiply the numerators by each other, so 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And then 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Negative 8 27ths. Okay, so I know it's not a lot, but there really isn't a whole lot to section 9.1, so that's really all I needed to do. All right, if you got any questions, come on in before school after class sometime.